Israel's Air Force struck targets throughout Gaza today in response to rockets fired into Israeli territory. According to estimates, close to 200 mortars and rockets were fired into Israel. Close to 30 people injured. Israeli aircraft responded by hitting over 150 targets in Gaza. 3 Palestinians were killed, including a 23-year-old pregnant woman and her 18-month-old daughter. For more on the latest, we go live to Gaza and Hind Khoudary. Take us through the chain of events that has transpired there.
Okay, so suddenly yesterday at 9 p.m., airstrikes started all over Gaza Strip, east, north, west, and the south, and even in the center, middle of the city. The Israeli forces started to strike airstrikes on the Palestinian city, Gaza City, where this was a realization where before 2 days, the Israeli forces killed 2 Palestinian fighters that they assumed that they were using snipers against an Israeli soldier, but that was not true, and they stated that that was not true. So the Palestinian side, the Palestinian fighters, started to launch rockets into Israel. Yesterday was one of the most deadly nights, where more than 150 airstrikes, shelling were fired into Gaza Strip, where we literally didn't sleep. A lot of explosions. All of our houses were shaking, and 3 Palestinians were killed. Ali al-Ghandour, a 30-year-old Palestinian, Inas, the 23-year-old woman that was pregnant, and her 18-month baby.
About the timing, it is always tense there. Why were rockets launched against Israel now?
Well, we all know that for more than four months, the Great March of Return was ongoing on the Palestinians, between the Palestinians and the Israelis, along the fence that separates Gaza Strip with Israel. At least 150 Palestinians were killed, 15,000 were injured, and the Palestinians are demanding the right of return, and they're also demanding removing the blockade that has been imposed on the Gaza Strip by Israel for more than 11 years. The Gaza Strip is under humanitarian crisis, economic crisis, financial crisis, 3 hours per day of electricity. The situation is deteriorating, and I think this is the only way the Palestinians can fight for their demands and for their rights.
From your perspective on the ground there, what do you expect to happen next?
Well, the situation is still very fragile, where they're stating that there's a ceasefire between the Israelis and the Palestinian resistance factions, but it's still not clear. This has been happening for more than 2 months. But Palestinian factions are calling for a Great March of Return, dubbed by Life and Hope for the Palestinians in Gaza Strip, where also on Saturday they're going to do the 4th Freedom Flotilla. So the Palestinians won't give up. The Palestinians will continue to fight on their rights and their demands. And I think as long as the Palestinians and the siege on the Gaza Strip that has been imposed for more than 11 years, this confrontation will continue, clashes will continue, airstrikes in and out of Gaza is going to continue. The truth is, we are living in a very bad situation in Gaza Strip, and someone is going to speak out. We have to do something to show the world that we're living under a very bad situation, and that's why the Palestinian factions are putting pressure on Israel to remove the blockade that has been imposed for more than 11 years. And the only reason this is happening is because the situation in Gaza Strip is on the brink of collapsing.
Thank you, Hind Khoudary, live from troubled Gaza.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.